thanks for dropping in. Today I'm going to have a look at these. What are they? Well, let's have a look. This is a plug socket. Plug on the reverse, socket on the front. This is exactly the same, but a round one. This is a movement sensor. This is a door or window sensor. This is plainly obvious, it's a lamp or a light bulb. The important thing is this. I'm actually referring to home automation. I'm sure you are familiar with a voice assistant whereby you say, voice assistant, turn on the light bulb. Lo and behold, it turns on. It's great. This is one such light bulb. The voice assistant is quite versatile in the fact that you can set up a routine so that at a specific time it will do a specific task. Great, no problem. It's wonderful. However, it does have a slight downfall. Because your voice assistant is connected to the cloud, that's how they work. You ask your voice assistant to do something, it talks to the cloud, and then the cloud sends a signal back again, telling whatever it is to do whatever it is. I.e., if you say turn on a light bulb, it sends a signal up to the cloud then sends a signal back to the device to tell it to turn on or dim whatever you told it. Likewise, a movement sensor sends a signal up to the cloud, then the signal comes back again telling whatever device it's supposed to operate. I have this set up so that if anyone goes to the bathroom during the night, this picks you up and turns the landing light on. Although it's not physically connected to it, it actually does it, and it's not via the cloud. The problem with using the cloud is that if your internet connection goes wrong, goes down, whatever, you have no internet connection, you can't control your devices. Because your voice assistant won't work, and even if it could, the devices won't work because they can't connect to their respective cloud. Is there an answer or a solution? Well, yes there is. I should also point out I'm not being paid for this. This is not a promotional video. I'm just showing you what I happen to have. I've opted for this little thing. This is a unit called Hubitat. There are two main contenders, Hubitat and Home Assistant. One is easier to use than the other. But then again, you could say that the other has more options in it and is more flexible if you can code. This unit, the Hubitat, it really is almost plug and play. What actually happens is the Hubitat unit does use the cloud. However, that's not where the information is stored. All the information is actually stored in here. So that if your internet connection goes down, this will remember what to do. So if you set a light to come on at a specific time, your Hubitat unit will turn the light on at a specific time. All of these devices are using Zigbee. Zigbee doesn't have to use the cloud. So that what will happen is that the Hubitat unit via Zigbee will tell the light via Zigbee to turn on, dim or whatever. The problem as such is if your internet connection does go down, your voice assistant can't connect to its cloud. But here's the beauty of using Hubitat or Home Assistant. You can actually operate devices via your phone. No, the phone doesn't connect to the cloud. The phone will talk to the Hubitat unit or your Home Assistant unit. Then via Zigbee, the unit of your choice will then tell the lamps to do whatever it is you want them to do. It's not only lamps. You can control a socket, Or, as in our case, if we go to bed and get up in the middle of the night, rather than turning the main light on, the movement sensor will pick us up and turn the light on that way. It is rather clever. The unit you're looking at is not the latest version of Habitat. There's a newer one out which has got a longer range. But I'm quite happy with this one. It works for me. It really is a case of learn on a device, which is very, very easy. It's very easy to program. You just select the device and choose questions to ask it. So that you could say, what time should it come on? Or you could say, no time to come on when it sees a door open, when it sees a door close. Literally whatever you want. And then also, it will say, how long do you want it to operate for? Or if the door is open for more than X number of seconds, then it will operate. All those parameters are very easily achievable, and it's all down to you to how long you want to set things for. It really is entirely up to you. That is another reason it is so flexible. I only use the door and window sensors just for fun. I was watching a video, someone in the USA, he uses them so that if any window is open, the air conditioning will not come on. It's unusual to have air conditioning here in the UK. But I thought, yes, that was a good use for it. If all your windows are open, you don't want the air conditioning on. But that was just one use for it. It really is very, very useful. The only thing I would say, you can do as much or as little with it as you like. I've only got a few lamps around the house. I am using one of these to turn the Christmas tree lights on and off. You might say, but you could use a plug-in timer. This uses less electricity than a plug-in timer does, believe it or not. I tried it. But as you can see, as all these are sitting here, in particular the light bulb is never going to work. And neither will anything else if I've got the Habitat unit sitting here. I really have no idea what to do with these. I just got them to see how easy they are to program and how easy they are to put the batteries in. They are easy. I didn't actually get it for any specific use. But let me put everything back together again and I'll show you what I do with it, even though it's a bit trivial. Here we are. I'll show you what I've set this door and window sensor to do. Take the magnet away. The sensor operates. There we go. You'll notice the area around the sensor has just changed colour. That's because I have a colour changing light on the ceiling. There we go, it's just turned out. But the clever thing I did was I told it, there you go. Nope, that is the same light. I'll do it again. There was an option to do random colours. So that's what I chose. Random colour. As I say, you can actually get it to do almost anything. They don't have to be physically connected. As I say, we're using Zigbee. I'm sure you could do other things with it, but to be honest, it is one slight downside. The sensor cost around about £5. That's all very well, but if you put one on every door, the money soon starts to mount up. And as I've got no real use for it, apart from novelty value, it can become expensive. But everyone to their own. Like the person who puts them on his doors and windows to stop his air conditioning coming on, I suppose overall for him that's worthwhile. But as I say, we don't have air conditioning in the UK. Thanks for watching. You can buy all this stuff online. If you like this content, hit the thumbs up button. If you did not like this content, hit the thumbs up button 3 times. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.